I am convinced that if a piece of human feces was packed into an aesthetically pleasing little bag that were all, minimalistic design and colors, you guys would spend $13 on it.
Overconsumption is crazy. Ain't no way y'all are this pressed about getting a ton of products. Like, that is extreme greed. We all have to collectively do something about this. Anyways, man, let's just hop right into this investigation.
The detective himself, Kim Wolfred. Let's start the investigation, bro.
The Starbucks Barista Bear Cup is a limited edition 20-ounce glass cold cup shaped like a bear wearing a green beanie. This Starbucks Bear Cup is the perfect example of consumerism. It's like everybody has a fear of missing out, or FOMO. Most people don't actually buy it because they love this cup. Let's be honest, these people, they really just buy it because they love what it represents. They want to feel special, exclusivity, the aesthetic of it. They want to be able to show off, or they just want to resell this online for some crazy prices. I mean, look at these prices right here. I just searched this up, and my honest opinion, these cannot be joke listings. I think people are genuinely trying to get a large bag out of this. Buying things have replaced having hobbies. Your personality isn't who you are, it's what you buy. Hauls, unboxings, everything is just for showing off, or everything becomes content, and we're consuming the content and the products. It's like people don't even have a genuine desire anymore. They are buying things simply because they see others do it, not because it matches their day-to-day needs, their wants, or who they are on the inside. Okay, so we gotta talk about the iPhone Pocket thing, whatever this is called. This thing right here is probably the most useless product I've ever seen. Seriously, like, I'm not even joking. I can see how it could possibly work, but do you really think I'm going to be spending, I don't know the price for this thing, but I know it's expensive, and do you really think I'm going to waste a single dime on an Apple product? Really? Like this? First of all, if you try to use an old phone in public, people might think it's a bit, I guess, cringe or whatever. I mean, who cares what people think? But so you're telling me I have to essentially buy the newest model of an iPhone and then proceed to buy this useless item? Y'all are tripping, bruh. This right here is insane corporate greed, and we are enabling their behavior. They are squeezing as much profit out of us as hard as possible. We have grown adults throwing temper tantrums in stores over a bear cup. That is insane. We are in some crazy times, but I do want to say this. These companies use psychological tactics basically in order to get what they want through us. They use artificial scarcity, like limiting stock, aesthetics marketing, certain flashy colors that are connected to a season, for example. And then they use community pressure, basically weaponizing TikTok videos in order to make it seem as though you are the only one who doesn't have it. And then, since most of our Generation Z, is online, we get hammered with these signals 24/7. Well, overconsumption and consumerism sounds harmless until you realize how many people are now even more broke in our already trash or mid economy, burned out, bored with their actual lives, and are now buying things in order to fill that gap they can't seem to fill.
I know it's a whole trend right now to make fun of consumerism and overconsumption, but that shit genuinely pisses me the off. There are real life people on this earth who buy chocolate bars and Labubu dolls while listening to Moonbeam Ice Cream by Benson Boone and fucking watching Love Island. These motherfuckers are so easily advertised to, and every single time one of these new consumerist products comes out, they always buy that. I swear to God, that whole Visco Girl era back in 2020 is what started this whole overconsumption consumer culture bullshit. That is when brands found out how easily they could advertise their products simply by following trends. Now you have companies trying to appeal to the masses through trends and memes.
Overconsumption in the modern day, at least in my opinion, is really hacking our distractions. We're constantly buying things to replace the parts of life that feel empty. Not only that, I think we're also buying things simply to just fit in or to show off. Perhaps ask yourself, do you really want to buy this? Or did the internet convince you that you should? Let's be honest, you really want to save up for that trip or that gift you wanted to buy somebody. Or perhaps you wanted to treat yourself out one day to something special. Or perhaps you always wanted a certain piece of clothing. Don't just do it because you see other people do it because it matches you.
I cannot stand it when people are constantly buying new things to match a new aesthetic or a new color. That just screams consumerism final boss to me. The sleeves. Also, you do not have to take them out of the packaging and show us how to use them. We can use our brains. Thank you. Stop wasting products for content.
Consumerism final boss.
I wouldn't call this necessarily full consumerism. The more niche type item shows that he seems to be getting things that are more aligned with his personality.
Overconsumption has been rebranded as cute and organized, but guys, restocking is not a flex. The ability to buy super specific, perfectly labeled containers to hold all of your items that came in a perfectly good container is not something to be proud of. And here's why. This kind of thinking ties your self-worth to your ability to consume both a bunch of plastic crap that will end up in a landfill sooner rather than later, and a bunch of heavily scented, heavily flavored toxic chemicals. I won't deny that these videos are temporarily satisfying, but the idea that decanting your plastic container of fabric softener into a giant glass countertop container will somehow improve your overall quality of life is mistaken.
Everyone here knows that overconsumption causes environmental damage. Really, it's up to us to put a stop to it. I wanted to touch on how this comment accurately represents how I'm feeling. As soon as I saw those videos that were showing how overconsumption has taken over stores, like once you experience it, you can just never go back. Now, concerning the Starbucks Bear Cup, I don't know if this is a false memory, but when I was younger, I'm sure that these type of cups existed, so I have no doubt that they still do, especially in dollar stores. It's kind of crazy, man. We're in an insanely just wild times, y'all. But that concludes our video for today. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.